What made you want to become a street performer?
As cliche as it sounds, I always loved the idea of street performing. From just walking around places like Covent Garden and the South Bank and watching people like that made me want to be able to perform in front of people the same way they did. And when I practiced my own talents and realised I could do that too, it just became my goal to go out onto the streets and interact with people through my performance.
What are the best things about street performing?
Um, I think the best thing is knowing that someone specifically stopped to watch you and listen to your performance. It's a real confidence booster when people laugh at everything you're saying, comply with your requests, and applaud your every action. There's nothing better than looking out into your crowd that is so thick that you can't see any passers-by in any direction. And also, you're basically your own boss, which is also a perk, you know. And with audiences, there are always people out there waiting to be turned into your audience. So
What are the worst things about street performing?
one of the worst things, in my opinion, is the uncertainty of playing on the streets. One of the most unpredictable things is the weather, and when you're standing out on the street performing, there's not much you can do about it. For example, if a sudden downpour of rain happens while you're performing, or while you're getting set up even, you can instantly lose about 70% of your audience at least, and then with that, about 90% of your income. You know? And then sometimes it's the simple fact that there aren't enough people to reach the minimum level for gathering a good crowd. I've had more people be ruder to me while I was street performing than in any other face-to-face encounter in my life.
What is different to playing in front of an audience on the streets than on the stage?
I think unlike other types of entertainment, almost all of your audience members didn't plan on watching your show. They were planning on doing something else until you convinced them, either with your actions or your words, to stop and watch. And it can be quite difficult trying to do that. But once you've got their attention, it feels really good. Also, what other form of entertainment lets you watch the entire performance and then lets you decide how much it's worth to you? But then again, however, saying this, my act involves audience participation, and very often you can get a moody audience member who thinks you're annoying and tries to escape halfway through the act, which definitely changes the atmosphere of the performance. But eventually you find the right audience member who laughs at your show and really wants to be a part of it. And I couldn't be more grateful to them in those moments, even if I tried.
What do you do when you aren't street performing?
My job is my street performance, so there isn't much that I do besides practicing my act and entertaining the people. I really focus and strive to do this as a career, so I spend most of my time doing it. I think that most people see street performance as quite abnormal and don't realise that we live normal lives. Like spending time with family and doing simple things like watching TV at home. But overall, entertaining is really what sums up my life because I enjoy doing it and I'm passionate about it.
What advice would you give to any aspiring street performers?
Don't give up. If you want to be a street performer, you have to want it badly and not sag your shoulders every time something goes wrong. It's a hard profession, but it's definitely worth it. Also, another thing is to set up your act in a busy location where there will be people to perform to. But then you also have to think about the fact that there are going to be other people doing that as well, so you should make sure you stand out from the rest, be bold, be different, but also be yourself and show your personality through your performance.